Imagine finding a ship floating in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. The cargo is untouched. The crew's meals are still on the table. The captain's belongings are still inside. But every single person on board has disappeared. No bodies, no signs of a fight, no distress signal, nothing. More than 150 years later, nobody knows exactly what happened. This is the mystery of the Mary Celeste. The Mary Celeste wasn't famous when it left New York on November 7, 1872. It was carrying over 1,700 barrels of industrial alcohol to Italy. On board were Captain Benjamin Briggs, his wife Sarah, their 2-year-old daughter Sophia, and 7 experienced sailors. Benjamin Briggs wasn't known for taking risks. He was respected, careful, and trusted by everyone who knew him. Nothing suggested this voyage would become one of history's greatest mysteries. Almost a month later, another ship called the Dei Gratia spotted something strange. The Mary Celeste was drifting alone. Its sails were damaged, but it wasn't sinking. When sailors climbed aboard, they froze. The ship was completely empty. Not a single person remained. The captain's cabin looked normal. The crew's clothes were still there. Food was still on the table. The cargo hadn't been stolen. Even the crew's valuables were untouched. Only one thing was missing: the ship's lifeboat. It looked as if everyone had left. But why? Investigators searched every corner. There were no bloodstains, no bullet holes, no signs of pirates. The last entry in the captain's log was written about 10 days earlier. The ship itself was still perfectly capable of sailing. There was some water inside, but not enough to sink it. The cargo remained exactly where it had been loaded. So what scared everyone enough to abandon a perfectly good ship? That question has never been answered. Over the years, people have come up with countless theories. Some believe pirates attacked, but pirates usually steal valuable cargo. Nothing had been taken. Others suggested a giant sea monster. It sounds exciting, but there's absolutely no evidence. Some even blamed aliens. Again, no proof. One of the most believable theories involves the cargo itself. Remember those barrels of industrial alcohol? Some historians believe fumes may have escaped. Captain Briggs may have feared an explosion. To protect everyone on board, he could have ordered the crew into the lifeboat while waiting for the danger to pass. If rough weather separated the lifeboat from the ship, the Mary Celeste would drift away, leaving the crew stranded at sea. Another theory points to a waterspout or a sudden rogue wave. Both could have terrified the crew into abandoning ship. But none of these theories explain everything, and none have ever been proven. The Mary Celeste became one of history's most famous ghost ships. Books, movies, TV shows. Even today, researchers continue studying the evidence. Yet the biggest question remains unanswered. Where did the captain, his family, and the crew go? Did they make a tragic mistake? Were they caught in an unexpected disaster? Or is there still something we've missed? The ocean has kept its secret for more than a century, and maybe it always will. Some mysteries are eventually solved. Others become legends. The Mary Celeste sits somewhere in between. A real ship, real people, and a disappearance that still puzzles the world. If you enjoyed this documentary and want more stories about history's greatest mysteries, forgotten discoveries, and unexplained events, be sure to like this video, subscribe to Omni, and turn on notifications, because the next mystery is even stranger.